all sessions for recording. This is for the viewpoint so that people can replay the sessions at points at which they might want to view it. They should be live for about the next month. And so you'll be able to dive in, have a look at any sessions that you want to. So that's that. Hopefully the session is good. So I've got Phoebe here from Cambridge SU. Great stuff. Hello, Phoebe. Right, so we're going to kick off, and it's my pleasure to introduce someone that I have the pleasure of working really closely with. For those of you that do or do not know, that Coventry University Students' Union have put on this event over the last few days, the SU20 Digital event, and that's in collaboration with obviously the Comms by the Coast and Sales Fest event that's been hosted by 25 Dots and Joe. Hopefully it's of real use to you. But one of our key components within our team is our Phoenix Creative Agency. And I'm going to hand over to Zoe, and I'll probably, as I make no apologies for, I'll probably interrupt her session to remind people other things. And to give extra context, but so Phoenix Creative is our creative agency born out of the Students' Union, and I will
stop stealing my presentation.
Sorry. This is the worst one so far. Anyway, so I'm going to hand over to Zoe, who's going to take you through things, and hopefully this plays relevant for both student unions with big creative teams, student unions with no creative teams, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm going to stop stealing.
Thanks, Matt. Okay, so first off, just before I start, just want to a couple of quick things. I've actually got a bit of a chest infection at the moment, so apologies if I cough or anything like that, so just bear with me. So Matt might step in if I suddenly get a coughing fit. And also, obviously, I've had to draw my curtains because of the light, and the green of our colours is really reflecting on me. So again, I don't normally look this green. Okay, so as Matt said, Phoenix Creative. So let's just get this going. There we go. So who are we? I think that's really important. As Matt kind of talked about, we are the creative arm of our team at KUSU and part of our Phoenix family of services. So we sit within a family of 5 separate little organisations or businesses that are there to help and support SUs, and obviously within KUSU as well. So we've got just a quick run through of those. We've got Phoenix Digital, which is there to support website design, software solutions, Phoenix Events. We work currently across Coventry delivering events, music, conferences, like this is a great example, Coventry Comedy Festival and Comedy Festival of Running. We work with Phoenix Partnerships, delivering media sales solutions to drive footfall, engagement, etc. And then our training as well. I don't know if anyone was on the call or the session with Davina earlier today on Phoenix Training, offering affordable, bespoke digital face-to-face training for young people, staff, students, SUs and universities. So why use Phoenix Creative? So as Matt alluded to, we are born from a students' union. We understand student engagement and communication requirements of an SU. From elections to club nights, we are here to support and help you create your creative assets. Not only do we offer graphic design, but we also do illustration, and we have the resources and expertise to offer moving images and animation, so GIFs, animation, video content for your members to engage with, as well as obviously working in conjunction with our other services within family. So like we work quite heavily with the digital team on websites and mobile applications. So why work with us and what we can do? So we feel that we understand the student market really well and how to engage and excite this audience. We also understand that every audience is different, so each SU will have their own particular audience as well, and we're aware of that and will adapt our work accordingly to fit that brief and those requirements. We work with our clients to understand each project to produce work that is relevant and on brand. So we aim to work with you and become an extension of your in-house graphic design team, not to necessarily replace it, but to work with you and to help with those pinch points and those different graphic solutions when you just need someone out of house to look at it. We collaborate with you, and I think that's what's really, really important about us. We share work in progress with you, and we aim to hit our goal is to hit it right first time. That then helps obviously with budget. We're not wasting design time either. And we do this by working with you in a number of different ways that I will discuss throughout this presentation. But one of those is sharing work in progress with you, so we can capture amends there and then. We offer a creative service that's affordable and tailor our service to fit your needs, whether that's monthly retainers or on a project by project basis. So I think it's also really important to note that we charge CUSU the same as we charge any of our external clients. No one gets preferential treatment. Everyone is equal in our design studio, and that's £40 an hour. And that's the same whether that's project by project work or retainer work as well. So our work. So what does it look like? What have we done? What have we been working with? And so within the last year, we're new still. So in the last year, we've worked with some fantastic people. So we've worked with NUS, IKEA, Warwick SU, Kiel SU and Roehampton SU. Really proud to have been part of the National Societies and Volunteering Awards. We support Coventry City Council on some projects, as well as working within the university as well. So we've worked on the University Excellence Awards for Coventry University, FutureLet, Innovation, Social Enterprise, Resident Life, Mental Health Hub, and currently working with our information security team as well on a phishing email campaign. So I'm going to show you a short show reel that will hopefully encapsulate some of our work, some of our style, and hopefully excite some of you as well. It's very weird talking and not being able to see anybody. But let me share this with you now. Just let it load up. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. So there you can obviously see some examples of some of our work as well, give you a little bit more feel of what we do. So what I wanted to do now was, because I've just chosen 3 projects just to talk through with you in a little bit more detail. The first one being, oh, the screen's not working, bear with me, there we go. The first one being the Housing Fair. So this was a project that we worked with CUSU, and I'm really excited by this one. And I think this is a really good example of how to create a lot of assets and keep it affordable as well. So we created an illustration of a street scene, which we then cut up into different pieces using and also then using different times of the day, as you'll see here in this graphic here, just showing you how we were able to produce multiple images but keep them interesting and exciting so they don't become wallpaper. I think the use of the illustration and the design overall meant that it felt really quite visual and modern. I think the Housing Fair can feel a little bit, what's the right word? I think it's trying to excite that audience to understand what the benefits are in order for them to attend. It's not the most exciting fair, you know, compared to say maybe some of the things that are happening in Freshers, but it is really important and really relevant, and they get some great advice. We've now been using, so we did this graphic 2 years ago, and it's still being used now, and it's still having some really high success. So we created animation and GIFs, posters, digital graphics and media assets, as well as editable graphics. And we think this is really important with all of our projects. We would highly recommend creating something that's editable, whether that's using programs like Canva or Spark we can use, or we can work out a way to work with your design team to create that, whether it's releasing the files to you, just so you can change the text on there and keep it relevant. The next one I wanted to talk to you about and share with you was some of the fantastic work we've done with Keel. I've stepped ahead, bear with me. Little insight there into what's coming next. So with Keel, we've been working with them on some retainer projects. This is all pre-COVID-19, obviously, because this is a lot of events and nighttime events. We're also working on some exciting projects with them in the future. But I wanted to highlight, obviously, with our retainer clients, we're happy to work, and with any of our clients, to work on anything, whether that's amending existing artwork, new designs, corporate documentations, or kind of club nights or events like these. So you can use the retainer or however you want to work with us in any way you want, you want to. We offer 3 months, 6 months, a year retainers, but happy to discuss different options depending on your requirements. Obviously, this for Keel has helped that we can help support their graphic design team in pinch points as well, and that's the way this has worked for them. The next project that I wanted to have a little chat with you about or showcase to you was a project we've done for Warwick, which is Where Your Money Goes. I think this is really relevant, and probably more relevant now, in terms of demonstrating and getting our students and our members to understand how we are funded as SUs as well. So this was quite an exciting project, tasked with the creation of an animation to explain how the SU is funded and how spending money within their outlets and on their events goes back into the SU, benefits the students, and all the fantastic things that we do as an SU. So I'll just share this short animation with you now. And then from that animation, which obviously also showcases their outlets as well, so it's also doing a marketing strategy as well in terms of getting people into those outlets, is we did turned it into a full 360 multi-platform campaign this year, creating posters, flyers, and some social graphics as well. This has been fun and engaging, and obviously with a clear message. As I mentioned before, I think this is really important and really relevant to kind of showcase to our members. So that's all the work that I wanted to share with you for now. Obviously, I wanted to keep this fairly easy for you to obviously digest. Obviously, we have our website, we've got our Vimeo page and our Instagram, where you can see some more examples of our work. Particularly on our website, you'll find our work with Residence Life, which actually talks you through or shares with you our storyboarding technique with our animations as well as you'll be able to see our National Societies and Volunteering Awards and our project for NUS, as well as our Roehampton SU Freshers graphics. So how do we work, and how can you work with us? And I think this is really important, briefly, just to touch on our approach and processes. As I've already mentioned and alluded to, we work the way you want us to work. So based on an individual project by project basis, campaigns and retainers. It's not a one process fits all. We're happy to adapt and work with you in the best way that you want us to work. So we approach all projects, no matter how big or how small, with the same level of professionalism and excitement. So what can you expect from us? So when faced with any project, it's really important to understand the requirements. So what is the brief? So that's really, really important for us in order to meet our goal of right first time We need information. We ask a lot of questions, and we make sure we've understood the requirements and restrictions. People that are already working with us will know that I'll send over emails confirming and understanding the information we've discussed, making sure that we are aligned. We understand the importance of collaboration with our clients, and we pride ourselves on that level of honest and clear communication. So this ensures both parties are not in any disagreement or don't understand what that brief is either. So it avoids confusion and it helps us hit that right first time goal as well. Understanding the budget. So we're always aware of the limitations of the budget and understand the difference at times between what I would call a quick fix job or something that maybe needs a little bit more time. We always agree the budget up front, and all projects are priced accordingly. For retainers, if we're concerned new requests fall outside the hours that are remaining, we would highlight that straight away. We wouldn't leave it till the last minute and suddenly there you've got an invoice on your desk. We'll also send you quarterly, monthly or weekly updates depending on what you want. And once the brief is agreed, we'll send you a schedule. So obviously for some projects, all this might happen within an hour or a day, and we get it all done very quickly on those smaller projects. For some bigger projects and big campaign pieces, we have to piece that together. So we all think a schedule is really important, because not only does that help us manage our time, it helps you manage your time as well. You know when you're going to expect work in your inbox, you know how long you've got to turn amends around, you know the knock-on effects if that takes any longer as well. The other thing to mention is obviously what we always try to do is to go the extra mile. We'll push that budget to its maximum to provide you with the best outcome. I think it's really important as creatives that we are proud and excited of all the work that we produce, and we want you to be happy. So I think it's really important to talk about what can we offer and what we think is the importance and what we think essentially is our USP basically. So as I've alluded to in this presentation, I think the key things about working with us is managing design capacity. We're here to help support your graphic teams, whether that's during high capacity and pinch points, during recruitment phases, or just one-off projects. No matter how big or small, we can help and we can support your in-house team or work on separate projects. Budget allocation. So expectations are always met with clear costings given. We work within a set budget, and as I've mentioned, we'll go the extra mile to do what's right. For retainers, we'll update you as mentioned on time used and remaining, and always advise if we feel there's not enough time to complete a project. Expertise and supporting your in-house team. So we offer additional services to your in-house team with experts in animation, video, branding, creative design. We can become an extension of your team, collaborating with your team and supporting with your team. We will work with you and not be separate from you. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was these off-the-shelf products. So we're starting to work on a series of products that we can sell as off the shelf. So whether that's an example is a Freshers wall planner, we can create one of those, we can then rebrand it for you in your right colours. One of the ones that we're working on at the moment that we think is really relevant right now due to Brexit and COVID is impact reports. So as I mentioned, with the Way Your Money Goes Warwick campaign, I think more than ever it's really important to share with our members and our university what our worth is as a students' union, what we do and why they should invest in us. So we're working on an off-the-shelf template at the moment, which can be branded and adapted according to your SU. Obviously, we've worked on here a very simple, rough pagination, and we're not saying that that will fit everyone and be right for everyone at all. You know, coming from an SU, we totally understand that one rule doesn't fit all and different SUs operate differently, and we'll want to showcase different wins and different figures, facts, figures, all of those sorts of things. Obviously, if you're interested in this, we are talking to a number of SUs at the moment. We're looking at doing this probably within a week to 2 weeks time frame, depending on how you're giving us information and what you want and how much detail or amends we need to make. Obviously, these couple of spreads I've got here on the right hand side are just some examples that we've done using our own branding as a rough kind of template. These are quite square, obviously pink and green because those are our colours, but we would work with you to make sure that these were relevant and right and felt branded to SU. And then discounts and offers. Obviously, right now, within current situation, budgets are tight. And I want to thank everyone, obviously, for attending today and overall of the conference. So for a limited time, we are offering some discount to yourselves. So please get in touch if you are interested in taking us up on a project or a retainer. And we can discuss about how we can obviously make that work and work within your budgets. So that's it from me. Thank you for kind of listening and talking. I don't know if there's any questions or anything. I can't see them. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I don't look so pink. Please, Matt, are there any questions or anything?
I'll just allow people some time to kind of come up with questions. I think having worked in student unions for 20 odd years, and it's great to see a cat in the background. It's great to see a cat in the background. Hello. This would probably be the hit session of
we've got kittens as well if people are interested in kittens.
I think we know that there are pinch points where one graphic designer or two graphic designers or two illustrators or two multimedia people is not enough. And that we can probably bridge that period where you get really busy. And I think that's really, really important for you, potentially for you guys to bank some time just to bridge those key moments where things get a bit much. And I think we're just about to head into one of those. You know, a lot of things are still up in the air. A lot of planning will take place last minute. Mm-hmm. And that always lands really hard on comms teams. So I think that's where we're trying to position ourselves is someone that works with you. Again, if you're looking for an external agency to do a rebrand, anything like that, that's really our specialist bit. But of course we can knock out posters or do, you know, the shorter time scale work as well. I think the impact report thing is a really interesting piece, because we know that in student unions that the collecting of information takes long enough. So if you could have all the information ready in a condensed format, then we're pretty confident that we can turn that round in a week for you. So kind of you know, perhaps outsources half of the job for you. It's competitively priced, and we're more than happy to talk to anyone about that. As well as providing total in-house solutions for people. Yep. There are student unions out there that we do full in-house solutions for, either on an interim basis or as a permanent basis. So there are some other opportunities to look at there. I'm just going to see if we've got any questions. No questions. No one has even requested to see the kittens.
I do have 3-week-old kittens, yeah.
I want to see the kittens.
Do you want to see a kitten?
I'd like to see a kitten.
I can get you a kitten.
I'm going to speak on behalf of everyone. Emma Binns wants to see the kitten.
Oh.
There we go.
One, yeah. There you go, Emma. We've got 5 kittens. She gave birth actually under my desk 3 weeks ago. We've had lockdown kittens, so yeah.
There we go. So yeah, if there aren't any questions, then please keep us in your memory bank.
Yes, please.
For any future things that you come up with. We know that, you know, sometimes the capacity is the real challenge, and part of what we're doing here is to try and build something both across Coventry, across our city, and you know, we are picking up a lot of work from across the city and across the university, and we're keen to help student unions in this period as well. Again, if there are redundancies and things that affect your team, then of course we're more than happy to find solutions for you and work with yourselves, your managers, your subordinates, whatever it may be, to come up with solutions. Of course, we're a sponsor for this event, so you'll find lots of information about We Are Phoenix everywhere. So please check out our website. Other than that, I'll just have the opportunity to thank Zoe for her time.
Thank you.
And encourage you all to check out the, I don't know, 35, 40 odd sessions that we've still got remaining. And also checking out everything that is going across both events within SU20 Digital and also Comms by the Coast in Salesfest. So there's loads and loads of great stuff, and a gentle reminder to, if you've enjoyed things, please make sure you let people know. I know Jo's worked really hard on her sessions, so that feedback is very, very welcome. So thank you all. Have a great day. And
thank you very much. Thank you.
Just wait for everyone to go.